And welcome back. So I am just done finishing, of course, the Nintendo Switch 2 Direct, and I couldn't see everything because it started at 3 o'clock here in Holland, and that is literally the time I am done with work, so I have to drive home. But thankful, driving home is like 12 minutes. But what I have seen is, well, let's just talk about the hardware itself. We kind of know how it looks. It looks really good. It looks really cool. I love the Switch design, and this is more like an upgraded Switch design, right? You have mouse control. Now that is very interesting because I can see stuff like RTS games coming to the Nintendo Switch 2. Like maybe StarCraft or Warcraft, or it doesn't really matter. They could put out RTS games on the Nintendo Switch 2, and you can just like a PC, play it with your mouse control or whatever. That is really cool. Hardware-wise, nothing really bad about it. I have nothing to really bad say about it. 1080p screen, that's really cool. They really should not focus on 4K. With docked mode, there is a upscaled 4K option. There is also a 60 frames option and a 120 frames option at 1080p. Now, I am full on that. I wish Sony would have done that with the PS5. In my opinion, 4K is completely overrated, vastly overrated, and they should have sticked with 1080p and just have 120 frames or 60 frames in all their bigger games. But I know, of course, how it goes. People want the best technology. So hardware-wise, I mean, the Switch, looks like a PS4 Pro with a little bit extra specs here and there. Game-wise, I have to really admit this, and don't hate me, but nothing really special. Even the new game from Software that I honestly thought it would be Bloodborne 2. I honestly thought it was Bloodborne 2. Still, I don't want to be a bitch, but, or a fanboy or whatever, but I just looked at most of these games and just said to myself, okay, nothing really special, like a Donkey Kong 3D world. Donkey Kong in a 3D open world, and you can smash everything. Looks really cool. Don't get me wrong, it looks really cool. You have Kirby games. You have so many remasters. And oh boy, I am definitely going to check out on websites to see if people bitch about all the remasters that you actually have to pay for on Nintendo Switch 2, because they definitely did on the PS5, as they should, because it fucking sucks. Why would you want 4 or 5 different versions of The Last of Us? It fucking sucks. But now we are getting remasters on the Nintendo Switch 2 from games that are like a year old, and you have to pay for it. I don't want to say too much about it because I don't want to get too much hate on my comments. But overall, I have to say it was a good Direct. However, they did not announce the price. And I was like, oh shit. Oh fucking shit. And it's really weird why they did not announce that on their, on their press conference. But they did announce it on their site. So it's $450 slash euros, I think, for the normal version. Now, that is $50 more than most people were anticipating. And $450, it's all right. It's not bad, to be really honest. It's not bad at all, actually. You can basically, if you get a Nintendo Switch 2, you know that you are basically can have all the games that are coming to PS5. As I predicted, by the way, I didn't predict it here, but Final Fantasy VII Remake is coming to the Nintendo Switch 2, of course. Why wouldn't they? Of course it will. And of course, a lot of Switch games are coming to the Nintendo Switch 2. What I, by the way, love, now that I talk about it, the GameCube. They are finally putting GameCube games exclusively on the Nintendo Switch 2. That is freaking insane. Hopefully, they will release Fancy Star Episode 1 and 2, and including online. I will probably buy it. Probably. But talking about the price, it's $450 for the base model and $500. That's pretty expensive for Mario Kart World. Now, I have nothing with Mario Kart. This is, I think, why I never really was like into Nintendo as much as so many gamers do. I have nothing with Donkey Kong. I have nothing with Kirby. I have nothing with Mario Kart. I have nothing with kart games in general, right? I played Mod Nation Racer like a few days and I got bored. To be honest, I don't really have anything like with racers at all. So this may be one of the reasons why I'm like, oh, okay, Nintendo announces some of their games. I'm like, not really for me. They announced another Hyrule Warriors. That was cool, but I apologize. It's another Hyrule Warriors. I have played 2 of those. I have played 2 Fire Emblem Warriors. I have played dozens of Dynasty Warriors. I have played almost them all. I'm burned out on these warrior games. I apologize. That's just my personal opinion. But still, it's a really strong start for the new generation for a Nintendo console, a Nintendo, Switch, and the Switch sort of product as being a handhold and you can put it on your screen is perfect. I said that from the start. This is going to be a massive success in Japan, and it was, even beating the PS2 pretty easily, to be really honest. And that's not something that you can easily do. So yeah, 450, 500, launching June 5. Now that is pretty quickly. Am I going to buy it? Well, you probably know it from the sort of things that I said. No, I don't really even play on my Switch. Sorry, I don't. I actually play on my Switch now because I'm playing Monster Hunter Generations quite a bit, but generally speaking, sorry, I really never really play on my Nintendo Switch. But to be fair, I also never play on my PS5 because I don't have a PS5 because I sold it. No, but seriously though, it was a good presentation. If you loved the Nintendo Switch, you are going to love the Nintendo Switch too. They definitely added a lot of features, but they added some really cool features like the mouse that can definitely change my perspective of, do I want to get a Switch? Because again, if I could somehow play Red Alert 2 on the Switch too, I'm going out to the store and buy one. But since Age of Mythology is on the PS4, I can definitely see it coming to Nintendo Switch 2. So perhaps Nintendo Switch 2 will be considered like the RTS console, like the console that you can play RTS games on because of the mouse. And to be honest, that's the only thing that I really care about. I would love to play StarCraft or Age of Empires or Age of Mythology or any of the large amount of Supreme Commanders. That would be so freaking cool. With online play, that would be freaking cool. Then I would definitely never need a PC anymore, since I do miss these RTS games that you can't really play on the consoles. I don't want to make this video too long though. I apologize. So leave it in the comments below. Are you excited for the Nintendo Switch 2? Are you going to pre-order it? Or are you going to wait? What did you think about the games that they announced for the console? Leave it all in the comments below. Bye.